Hello, my friends. How are you? I hope you are well. I am very pleasure to meet you here again. Today, as usually, I would like to proceed our session about the series of Eviews training. Since we have seen earlier sessions, we have seen a lot of more about this, a lot of about this software. We have seen the basics of software, like you have seen or we have seen the person who wanted to participate or to work this software need to have background of statistics or economics or finances. So it's very useful for those people who are interested for quantitative data or quantitative researcher. So I'm very hopeful to have a great time here, and I hope you will benefit or we shall each other benefit from this training. So today I would like to start first before we use this software or before we enter this software data. I would like to show you the appearance or how this software look like, since most of us or some of us did not see this software before. So I would like to show you the parts of software, if you software, then we shall see how to enter data this software. So please keep watching for our videos. If you missed the last three sessions, you can refer back on YouTube channel. So welcome again. So let us see how this software look like and the parts and how each part is, what each part is, what are the function of each part we shall see later. So let's look this software. Okay, I think you have seen this was the Eviews. We said a lot said earlier. Eviews is statistical tools and also econometrics, economic model package. So that's the what is the Eviews is. Second is we need to show the desktop. Or we need to show you the desktop of Eviews. This is the desktop Eviews software. Here you see command window used here for when we are typing something into use. You see here, these are the area of or workfile area here. Object window is workfile window or workfile window. So later you see the content of this area. There are a lot of objects here which we are using various data analysis. So that is one. Second, desktop. These are details. It shows the types or the menu of this software. Here, it tells us if use is not generated, it's not open with blank generated document. It's not like, which means it's not like the Word document or Excel document. When if use is opening, you have to create something. So also it has also an objective is oriented program object, which means a collection of information related to a particular analysis, like the series, which is we shall see what series, movies, equations, graphs. Those are that data representation tools. Workflow are hurdles of these objectives. Now let's proceed. These are the pictures of images which represent each objective. Here you see this button is represents the series. Each has a particular color which represents special icon. Here we see workflow window. Here these are all workflow windows. These are this area are serious. You see what is serious? Serious. Assume we have an example today which is about supermarket. We collected data, or the researcher collected data from supermarket, 5 branches of supermarket. So these we wanted to know more about to compare price and quantity limit. So when we use this variables, we have we have we assume each variable is a number or what. So later you see when we assume price as x, we shall see here x, then quantity or supply we shall see y here. So these are the series of which is series of the variables. So next, these are details of about the work file. You see already this one. If you use what we are used, we shall see what we use. If you use objectives, objectives are they are content. I say earlier, if work file contains objectives, this object contains also series, series, groups. These are all objectives, and they are useful for data analysis. Each one has a special function. So we shall see. Second, if you use workflow and objectives, is a repetition of what we have seen earlier. So you see here, these are series, these are workflow. There's no new thing here. It's also it gives our details about what's workflow and object window. You see here, this window is equation. It's a series. You see equation here. This represents the our regression analysis. When later we shall see how to enter the data regression analysis in this software. So it will be show this window when we put our data regression analysis. So this is equation window, or you can call workflow, which is represents equation. So these are all workflows. Here you see menu bar. These are the icons which we will later use. Workflow toolbar, object toolbar, object window. Series we have seen earlier. Series, I said, series is what we are wanting to address. For example, we wanted to address today price and quantity. So we assume price as x and quantity as y. So this series, it has also another window. These are the window of series. You see here, it has like the icon which look like a message. So second is continuous series. Group objectives. You see when we enter various data into our software, the group will be, which means if we have collected various data of various parties and in different time, we put software, then that representation will show us as a group. Group objective also it gives the details. If you want to open group, you can click on G. This word is G. So here you see G. The equation I have said enough about this. This represents our regression analysis. Objectives. Few objectives. You can see all objectives. Objectives are say I have said objectives is data represented. This objectives show it represents what we enter in the views. If we want to represent this data into graphics, we use objective. If we want to represent this series, we use objective. If we want to represent equation, we use objective. These objects are what the Eviews contains. Eviews almost contains objectives after workfile, because workfile itself contains objects. Objectives are what we are using, what we are functioning this software. Common list, I have said, Command is a place where we see the copy of what we are doing. Always it shows us what we when we are typing or when we are entering data, we see comments. These are the comment continue. So that is about all about the how if you look like. So let's go our lesson today. Today I have said we wanted to enter first time. We have data which is cross-sectional data. The researcher collected for 5 branches of supermarket. So we wanted to enter this data into software. So let's click on software. I'm using, as I told you before, I'm using Eviews 10. Anyone who wanted to download this software, I later include the link in the description side or comment side, so you can download there. So if you use Windows here, you see if you use it's not open yet. It needs to enter or to create data in order to open. So there is a three types, three options here. You see here. These options are each one represents specific function. So create the first one is create new Eviews workfile. If you want first time to enter data into Eviews, you should click this other options. If you the second one open an existing Eviews. If you save data into Eviews, you can access here open existing. Third one is open foreign file. If you save data into the Excel, you can import it from here. So these are each one is represents what we are going. The first three options where we is the starting point of our software. So if you want to enter this software, you should click or you should pick up one of these three options. So today I want to enter fresh data into our software. The researcher has collected 5 branches cross-sectional data. So I wanted to use in order to practice our our software learning. So I want to create new Eviews. Later we shall see how to open an existing Eviews workfile, or we shall see how to open foreign files or to import foreign files into Eviews. So let's start the first one, create new Eviews. Here is another workfile window. This is called workfile create, which means if you want to create workfile, you need to know first what type of data we have. As I mentioned earlier, if you want to use this software, you should know the type of data you have. And I have previously explained more about the types of data, especially quantitative data. Quantitative data, which I have said there are 3 types of quantitative data or econometric data, which I have shown you the example of regression analysis. So this button here needs to enter what type of data you have. If you have time series data, it has special option. If you have cross-sectional data, it also has specific option. And if you have manual data, it also have specific button. So today I would like to show you how to enter cross-sectional data into Eviews. So these are our three. These are represent our previous three data types, which I have explained in our previous session. So here you see unstructured or undated, which is cross-sectional data. Here particular frequency, which is represented in time series data. Here balanced panel, you see then it's family this one. Also see the name panel. So today I want to enter cross-sectional data. So let's click the first option, cross-sectional data. Here you see blank space, which you need here to put in that the number of data you have collected. I have here 30, 30, our data is 30. So I want to put here 30. That's one. The below one you see here workfile names. You can put here workfile names. I can or can you leave? You can leave. It's optional. So last give name quantity, quantity and price. You can if you leave no problem. But since we are new this software, I want to show you. So the number of pages is also an optional. So let's click OK. Now we came workfile window. This is a workfile. Here is workfile window. So before we enter data into software, we need to know more about where we enter, where data are entered into software. So if you want it, you have two options. If you want to enter data, you have two options here. First, they are almost same, but the other one there is objective. Here you see and also objective. So either one you can click. You can click either one. So let's click this one. We see here new objective. I say objective is what we are addressing. If use contains objectives. So you see here, we click here, you see let's repeat again. Let's click here, new objective. So today our example is cross-sectional data. I have mentioned earlier, which is about the relationship between the price and supply. I have one example here. So before we enter, we need to. So I want to enter the first option, new objective. So first, click here. So select here series. You see they are connected. You select objective, then series. So give name for your series. X, which is means it represents. I assume X as price of our price. So let's click OK. Second is quantity. You can use here. So new objective. Also the series here. Then put Y here. Let's make capitalize. So now we have series here. These X and Y, these are constant. These two things are already constant. These are residual and constant. So we have now series X and Y. So we need to put our data, which is 30 data. We collected 5 branches of supermarket. So let's enter our data here. So when you want to enter data, you select, you highlight the box of the series. Then you click the show. Are you with me? So please with me. I say if you want to enter data, you select and highlight, then click show. So you see here, then okay. So you see here group. These are steps. First we see the objective, then we see in series, then we see groups. So here is command window command. You write something here, we shall see here. So our data is 30. You see here, collected 30 data. Our number of data is 30. So you see here. So these are the series. X, I say assume X as price and Y as Y as quantity supply. So let's put our price here. So if you want to put price, click here edit plus. Where you see edit plus, not be clear. So click here. So let us put the first five, the first branch the price 10 start from 10, 10, 10, 11, 11, not 11, this one is 12, 12, 12, 12, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. These are the prices of 5 branches which the researcher have collected the data. So let us put the quant supply. What are the quant supply? 13. Why is the quant supply? 10, 45, 50, 7, 5, 9, 13, 7, 6, 5, 4, 0, 4, 4, 6, 7, 11, 20, 12, 6, 41, 17, 29, 0, 53, 46, 12, 36, 70. That is our quantity supply. So you see here, quantity are different. Also the price are also, although each branch has same price, but the price of the branches are different. So this is a data of one time. So let us use descriptive statistics for this uh, data analysis. First, before we see relation analysis, the next two sessions, inshallah. So let us see descriptive statistics. So if you want to use descriptive statistics, you have various options. You can see here descriptive statistics here. You can click sample individual option, or in shortly you can go quick, then group statistics descriptive. Then I think this is a long way. So all the way you need now we are seeing descriptive statistics. I have seen descriptive statistics. It tell us we shall see mean, median, and also the maximum, minimum. What is the minimum of data? What is the maximum of data? These things we use descriptive statistics. Then later we shall see how to use regression analysis. So let us use here our 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 descriptive data, descriptive analysis. So go view first, or you can go quick. Both are same. So go view, which is very clear, so very simple. So go individual sample, select individual sample. Then you click. You see here descriptive statistics. This representation is descriptive statistics. So you see mean and median are equal here in price. Here you see the maximum of the price is 15. One of the branch is selling 15. So the minimum of the 10 is 10. So standard deviation is 1.7. This shows us this is normal distributed, because it's supported by the we have same mean and median. So this is a normal distributed price is normal distributed. Also, and you see here the highest or the maximum of quantity is 83. Also the minimum is 0. We see the skewness here is 0.2. So this shows us that the way does not have long tail, positive long tail, which means this is approximately is normally distributed. So all in all, our hypothesis supported by we say this is a normally distributed. So this hypothesis is supported by our probability. If we take significant level of 5%, our probability is greater than. So that means this is true that our data is normally distributed, because our probability is greater than our significant level, which is a 5%. So these are all about the interpretation of data. So thank you. Welcome. Today I want to complete our lesson for those area. So welcome. Before I leave, please subscribe our channel and like in order to support future video. So thank you and welcome.